Hi guys, welcome back. My name is Ryan. Today I'm going to go over a couple of things I picked up on $1 a day in my area of Goodwills. So let's get into it. The first thing that I picked up are these Vertex pants. They're 44.30. They're kind of a blue color. Most of the time I see a lot of people pass these up, but I've been pretty good selling them. They are called Vertex. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but they do pretty well. They're just they're almost like 5'11", pretty much. But for $1, I grabbed them. I know summer's over and we're heading to fall, but shorts do still sell. Like I said, all these are going to be $1. So I picked up just these plain gray Adidas shorts. They might sit a little bit, but who knows? They might actually sell the first day. The next thing I picked up are some more shorts. These are just some American Eagle size 38, but they were brand new with tags. Is why I picked them up. I don't really pick up a lot of American Eagle stuff, unless they're the vintage cargo shorts, Y2K ones. But for $1, brand new with tag, American Eagle shorts, I'll snag them. I picked these up with in mind bundling them because they were the same size. They're both Callaway, just shorts. They have a nice little print on these. I don't know if the camera will kind of pick that up, but so I'll kind of bundle these, so be $2 worth into, who knows, maybe 20. And then there's a light gray. And like I said, they're about the same, they are the same size, so we'll probably bundle them. Next thing up are these. I've never heard of this brand before, but what kind of drew me to them is because it said Italy, and that's usually kind of the giveaway. But they are Caravelle, Italy, but they were brand new with tag, size 40-34, but they are unhemmed. And when you know they're unhemmed, is basically at the end, there's nothing there. So someone will either come in and hem them to the size they need, or sometimes people just leave them, depending what they need. But for $1, picked it up. I went back and forth on this if I wanted to pick it up or not, because this is in Ashworth, but it is a local club around me called Kapalua. So maybe I'm able to sell that to someone locally. But $1, nice little striped print. I know golf season's almost over, but picking it up for $1. The next thing I picked up is this Nike Dallas Cowboys polo. It does have, let's see, a Miller Lite because they're the sponsor of the Dallas Cowboys on the sleeve. But for $1, picking up a Nike dry fit Dallas Cowboys polo. Next thing up is a Champions, which I don't usually pick up Champion, but it's a Champion XL Oklahoma State Cowboys polo. College just started back. OSU just won their first game. It's where I went to school. So their starting quarterback did get hurt, so we'll see how the rest of the season goes. Next thing up is this Vineyard Vines Island polo. Kind of basic looking. I don't really pick up too much Vineyard Vines anymore. I'm very selective on it, but for $1, I'll pick it up. For some reason, it's always the random ones like this that sell. I hear a lot of people like, oh, you gotta wait for a crazy print or something like that. But I've noticed just like the basic ones, they don't sell for a whole lot, but sometimes they sell. But they're random. I don't usually try to pick up like size small or anything like that though. Next thing up is some Nike Golf 3830 pants, which us heading into the fall, is great for golf pants right now. Because people are still golfing, but usually not in shorts anymore. They moved on to pants. Next thing up, I don't really pick this up unless I can get it for like $1, because sometimes they do sit. But it's Polo Ralph Lauren Andrew shorts. They're just pretty basic looking, and like I said, we're heading out of summer. There's no pony, it just says Polo Ralph Lauren. But they are pleated, which you can tell that it's pleated from right here, how it kind of gaps. So that's pleated and not a flat front. Next thing up is Ex Officio. I think that's how you pronounce it. I think it's just an outdoors brand. But for $1, they don't sell for a whole lot, like, you know, I think like 15 or so. But it is vented in the back. For $1, I'm picking it up. It is a long sleeve too. And the last thing, and I don't know if I would have picked this up now. I try to look for it a little bit more, but I couldn't figure out who it was. Usually small college teams actually do pretty well for me. But I seen this at EU Basketball, and it's just a Nike Dry Fit. It is size small, but sometimes those little schools do well for me. But when I was trying to look up who EU was, I just could not figure out. I seen like Emory University, Eastern University, and I really couldn't find a right match for that logo. So I might just say Nike Dry Fit, EU Basketball, and whatever, maybe one of those schools fan bases will pick it up. But we picked that up for $1. We'll see how it does. Yeah, I don't know if I would have picked that up, but it is pouring outside my house. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera or not, but it is pouring right now. But those are the things I picked up for $1. Are these things you would have picked up, or the things that you wouldn't have picked up? Let me know. I know some of them, they're not home runs. They are definitely bread and butter, but sometimes those bread and butter items, you know, help pay the bills. So thanks for stopping by, and actually I'll show you right outside real quick. As I said, it is pouring outside. Well, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate anyone that's made it this far. If you could, give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you can, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.